The Beaver Supermoon is here. More about that coming up for you in just a moment.
You could soon vote on your wheel tax in Wisconsin, the new bill that would put millions in revenue up to voters. Up next.
La Crosse Leader is looking for your input on the city's future. Library cuts and a major riverfront development. Hear what residents had to say just ahead. At least 7 people are dead after a plane crash in Kentucky. We'll have the latest from the scene. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. On this Wednesday, November 5th, we will send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett in the Weather Center. He's over there tracking our forecast and tracking the Beaver Supermoon.
Yeah, man, this is something else. It's absolutely gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it continues on. We may get a chance to catch it at dusk tomorrow as well. We'll also find ourselves looking at this at 8:19 a.m. Eastern Time. The closest point to Earth will be just about 817 million miles. And that's pretty close, right? That's going to be the biggest, baddest, largest, of course, and brightest supermoon this year. We'll also get into how this all shapes up. You can see why it's the Beaver Moon and what the broad definition of this all is, getting into how this all shapes up. And also, you're going to be seeing how this all plays out going into a strict definition, which would say this should only be 2 supermoons, but that's just a different story, and that's a different camp. We won't talk about that right now. Let's get into your forecast. I want to take you back to Dubuque. Dubuque got its own little supermoon version coming out right here. Absolutely gorgeous out there right now. 45 degrees, and it feels like it's 42 degrees out there, while it's quiet in La Crosse right now, also quiet in Eau Claire. Take a look. A little bit of light wind. We've got winds coming in out of the northwest today. They will be breezy, getting up to 33 miles per hour. Current temperatures for you in the 40s and some 30s in the forecast, giving way to the temperature change at least about 2 to about, say, 9 degrees warmer in the forecast, holding on to at least some sunshine, giving way to the day for La Crosse. We'll also hold on to similar conditions with sunshines, 40s and the 50s in your forecast as well. When I come back, we'll all take a look together to see how this all shapes up for your day. Stick around.
Thank you, Art. A new bill could let you vote on whether the community keeps its wheel tax. News 8 Now Seth Padilla is in the newsroom for us with those details. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning, Alexandra. Cities and counties would need voter approval to keep their wheel taxes. Now, that's a fee you pay when you register your vehicle. Those taxes generated more than $74 million statewide last year. And now the new bill gives communities with existing wheel taxes 18 months to win voter approval or lose the revenue. Onalaska's city administrator says wheel taxes are crucial because state funding isn't keeping up with inflation.
Since the state does provide us with limited resources to provide the services that we provide, we had to look at other ways that we could support those services through other funding mechanisms.
Now, one of the bill's co-authors says voters should get a say, just like they do with school referendums. He says local taxpayers deserve the opportunity to approve those wheel taxes. The bill was introduced last month. It still needs approval from the State Assembly and Senate. Reporting live from the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
All right, thank you for that update, Seth. And 2 committees are tackling proposals that could change how La Crosse serves its residents. News 8 Now's JDS McGee takes a closer look at what's on the table.
At the La Crosse Public Library, residents gathered for a listening session, with leaders hoping to gain feedback about the difficult choices ahead.
What we really wanted to do was get a little bit deeper in the conversation about what people are using the library for, how they're using it, what they really need from the library. So we thought this small group discussion would kind of help us capture a little more of that.
Due to municipal funding cuts, the library board is weighing 2 options: reduce hours at both the remaining branches or close the North Branch entirely.
This is a hard thing to do no matter what. There are drawbacks and positives to both choices. And, you know, we've been on this kind of downward spiral with funding, and they just have to make it work the best they can.
Meanwhile, the J&A committee has recommended advancing early concepts of a downtown riverfront development. The plan is to install up to 500 housing units, a public market, and upgrades to the Oktoberfest grounds.
Replacing those parking lots with buildings, which are higher and better uses, whatever that may be, residential or commercial, is way better than a slab of dead concrete, which is empty most of the time.
Reporting in La Crosse, JDS McGee, News 8 Now this morning.
The library board is expected to make a final decision next week. The downtown redevelopment plan still needs full Common Council approval. For now, it is just a concept. Another big developing story today. Officials say at least 7 people are dead after a plane crash in Louisville, Kentucky. They say at least 11 others are injured, and it's unclear why this morning the UPS cargo plane went down. According to officials, the NTSB is sending more than 24 investigators to try to figure that out. Amy Kiley reports.
said, "What's all that smoke?" And we noticed the smoke coming in the sky.
We could see it through our windows of the plane.
Officials report multiple casualties after a cargo plane crashed near Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport yesterday evening. They say it went down shortly after takeoff, leaving a fiery trail of destruction through businesses and roads. Officials say 3 crew members were on board and at least 4 others died on the ground.
This is an incredibly difficult day for so many people, for our entire city. And once again, we'll be praying and doing everything we can to support the families, the friends, everyone who has been impacted this.
Officials say the aircraft is an MD-11 freight plane owned by UPS.
UPS asked me to convey the same message this evening. They are going to be doing everything they can to support those that have been impacted by this horrible tragedy.
The fire department chief says hundreds of firefighters worked to contain the blaze, which had spread over a large area. The mayor says the airport is expected to reopen today.
In this tragedy, Louisville will come together. Louisville will show up and be there to support our fellow residents who are struggling at this time.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Kentucky's governor expects the death toll will rise. All buildings and schools in the area still under a shelter-in-place order today. And it was a big night for Democrats in key races across the country. Candidates are projected to win in New York City, New Jersey, and Virginia. A common theme in their victory speeches, the candidates seeing the wins a mandate for change and a push toward the future. Voters are also expected to approve California's Prop 50, and the president is weighing in. CBS's Jared Hill reports.
An election night sweep for Democrats. In New York City, Zoran Mamdani, a 34-year-old Democratic socialist, is set to become the Big Apple's first Muslim mayor.
Tonight, you have delivered a mandate for change.
Next door in New Jersey, voters propelled Democratic Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill to the governorship after a tight race.
The future is now. Roll up your sleeves, let your passion flow. The country we carry in our hearts is waiting.
History made in Virginia. Former Democratic Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger is projected to become the Commonwealth's first woman governor.
Virginia chose pragmatism over partisanship.
On the other side of the country, California voters overwhelmingly appear to have approved Governor Gavin Newsom's Prop 50, a plan to temporarily redraw the state's congressional map to favor Democrats, a response to efforts by Republicans in Texas and other red states at the request of President Trump.
We need to see other states meet this moment head on as well, to recognize what we're up against in 2026.
CBS News exit polls show that for many voters, the economy and President Trump played a big role.
I think this vote, even though it's a local election, did have major impacts on how the 2 major parties have control across the country.
Overnight on social media, President Trump said pollsters blamed the GOP losses in part on the history-making government shutdown and posted this cryptic message. And so it begins. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
President Trump also called on Senate Republicans to change the rules in order to push through voter reform and his other agenda priorities. And hunters, get ready. Gun deer season starting November 22nd. That'll run through November 30th. And the DNR is switching to habitat-based management units this year instead of old county-based zones. That means hunters will need to know your unit's name and number when you request a permit. The DNR says the new system better reflects deer population dynamics and will help them manage the herd more effectively.
Deer management units in the 100 series in the northern forest. Units in the central forest are now in the 200 series. And then the farmland zones, they remain county-based deer management units. And so we want to make sure people are aware of that, both from acquiring antlerless permits and when it comes time to register a deer.
To learn more about the management units for the season and other information, you can visit the DNR's website. La Crosse County Board of Supervisors taking a tour of new Pathways home renovations. The project includes 10 studio apartments, offering supportive housing for those struggling to find it. Officials say it's great to see the project take shape.
It's important just to see the impact of the dollars that are being spent and leveraged in this way for the transformation of Hillview, and also to get to hopefully interact with some of the residents and see the positive impact that this is having on them.
The $19.6 million project also includes a community-based residential facility. The Children's Museum of Eau Claire is helping support families affected by the shutdown. Admission is free during the month of November for any families missing out on SNAP or WIC benefits. Officials say supporting families in the community is a key priority.
We felt that the best way we could support the community is through what we do best, and that's learning through play.
To take part, families just need to show their SNAP or WIC benefits at the entrance. The time now is 6:09. Still ahead on your morning news, the Supreme Court will meet today to talk about Trump's tariffs. Predictions are out for the most popular holiday toys this season and a dietary supplement being recalled at Sam's Club. And as the price of everything continues to rise, pet owners are now stressed about how they're going to feed their animals. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good on in your morning. Today is National Donut Day. The popular pastry, of course, comes in all kinds and forms: frosted, filled, sprinkles on top. The first recorded mention of donuts were described as sweetened dough fried in hog's fat. You can celebrate Donut Day by maybe bringing a box into the office as you head into work. Go ahead, stop and pick one up. Drop one off here while you're at it. As you start to wake up this morning, leaving you with a quick wake-up call with a view of San Antonio, Texas, as the sun comes up there this morning. Stay with us. Your consumer news is after the break.
When you download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards right now, buy 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders, get 3 free. Every Tuesday now through June. Get lost in the sauce, caught up in the crunch. 3 tenders, only at Hardee's.
Get an 11% rebate on everything now at Menards. Get cleaner clothes and softer skin with Morton water softeners. Morton's Wi-Fi integration allows for tracking and alerts, which puts you in control of your water. This water softener is $577.96 after rebate. Diamond Crystal Water Softener Salt helps soap and detergent clean better, minimizes residue, and increases the life of your appliances. Right now, get an 11% rebate on all Solar Natural Softener Salt at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
At Bethany St. Joseph, we understand that home is more than just a place, it's a feeling. That's why our team works to provide trusted support and an uplifting environment. In our assisted living communities, you'll find neighbors who become friends and days that inspire life, hope, and healing. Discover the warmth and support that make Bethany St. Joseph communities more than just a place to live. They are a place to thrive. We look forward to meeting you.
If you want selection, then that's what we've got at King Furniture. More sofas, more recliners, more mattresses, more of everything. You're gonna find whatever you want, and you're gonna find plenty of it. And it's all priced to go with 0% easy payment plans. And as always, trade in your old furniture for a discount on new. We'll even deliver and haul away for free. Just try that anywhere else. Come visit King Furniture today.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer: American Waterworks. For more than 30 years, American Waterworks has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
We have that at Sweet Valley Artisans in Coon Valley.
Hi, do you have a red Norwegian sweater?
We have that.
Perfect. There's no way they have floral bell bottoms here.
Yep, we have that.
Jams, mixes. I wonder if they have eggs.
We have that.
I'm looking for something a little unique.
Yep, we have that.
Hunt for your next piece in our newly remodeled artisan shop now. Stop in and find your treasure today.
If you're not regularly treating your septic tank, you're risking a backup and significant repairs. Use Rid-X once a month. Simply add and flush to reduce monthly waste buildup by up to 20% and help prevent backups. Try Rid-X.
Cozy up to the goodness of the new grilled cheese bacon burger. Angus beef, bacon, and Swiss and American cheese melting on our soft buttery sourdough. And our new grilled cheese breakfast sandwich with sausage or bacon and a fried egg. Only at Hardee's.
In your morning consumer news, the Supreme Court hears arguments today on President Trump's emergency tariffs. He called the case a, quote, life or death moment for the country on social media. He credited his tariffs and trade deals for what he called historic economic success. The court will decide the limits of presidential power. Top Christmas toy picks are out. Toy reviewers say Barbie, LOL, Surprise, Miss Rachel, and Lego are dominating this year. Connect 4 Frenzy is the top game pick. Uno Golf is best for families, and the American Girl Truly Me doll topping the doll category. A dietary supplement sold at Sam's Clubs across the country being recalled. The FDA says Super Greens powder, listed under the Members Mark brand, could be linked to a salmonella outbreak. There were reports of some related cases in several states. Symptoms include fever and abdominal cramps. Pet food prices are going up and people are struggling to pay to keep their pets full and healthy. Brian Unger has more on the new problems facing pet lovers.
Among already rising costs for families, the biggest jump in prices, more than medical care, electricity, even groceries, is pet food.
We're not above $100. We're under $100 for about 25 pounds of food. Yeah, okay.
From Atlanta pet stores to doggy daycares, animal shelters for pet parents like Lisa Ray.
This is Cheddar.
Food insecurity isn't just for humans anymore. A CBS News analysis of the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics Consumer Price Index shows an increase in the price of pet food. Beginning in 2022, up more than 20% in just 3 years.
People love their pets as much as we love our humans, so they're part of our family. We're going to make sure that they eat.
Ray, who has 2 cats and a dog, plus 4 human daughters, is in the midst of cancer treatment and has turned to a pet food pantry for help.
This is Little Peanut.
Like this one, Paws, also a no-kill shelter where Brenna Lakeson helps manage its giving.
Unfortunately, a lot of people, if it comes as a choice between feeding their kids and feeding their pets, they're going to choose feeding their human kids. And so a lot of the time the animals will end up in a shelter.
What explains the price hike? And why is pet food outpacing the cost of so many other products?
The first thing was supply chain.
John Gibbons is the self-professed pet business professor, a biochemist and analyst who's been tracking the price of pet food since 1997.
People were into this super premium pet food, and that has a short supply chain and it's vulnerable. It's not like kibble.
Gibbons found supply chains disrupted by the pandemic, coupled with a demand for premium wet foods, drove all pet food prices up, which stayed there. In contrast,
the lowest increase in prices was in dry food.
For purchasers of pet food looking for price relief from manufacturers, Gibbons says don't count on it.
Once they're getting that higher price, they're not going to give it up. They're not going to go down.
Add in the high cost of love and companionship.
I think it's shameful and a very sad state of affairs for anybody to go hungry, human or dog.
More Americans are struggling to feed what matters most. Family on 2 legs and 4.
Tell that to my cat. She does not care. She still wants her fancy feast. Well, that's a look at your consumer news. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett now. He's got an update on our forecast.
All right, and away we go, holding on to the possibility of, again, breezy and gusty conditions as we finish out the morning hours going into your afternoon. 49 degrees over there by Black River Falls. Feels like 46 degrees out there. Visibility is okay, 10 miles of visibility. Holding on to Alaska. Traffic's doing quite well out there still. No fog and show, but you're also seeing 37 degrees out there. It feels like 32 degrees out there, so bundle up the kids, heading them out to school today. You'll get into City Cam. You can see a little bit more of the cloud cover out there, the cloud field there out in the distance. Maybe even a little bit of a river valley fog, but for right now, holding on to quiet conditions out there right now. Holding on to Eau Claire, you can see the winds gusting up a little bit here right now. The max wind gust we've had for La Crosse has already been 22 miles per hour thus far. Holding on to the possibility of kids going to school at 37 degrees for La Crosse. Partly cloudy skies. A chilly start to the morning and breezy. 55 degrees in the afternoon where you're looking at that sunshine pretty much. And of course, it'll be seasonally mild. Holding on to, again, Eau Claire, 46 degrees with partly cloudy skies, cool and breezy this early morning. Eventually, we get into the afternoon, you'll be looking at this, 54 degrees, sunny and milder, of course, with mostly sunny skies, as I've shown you before. Holding on to a trough that's developing out here right now. You can see that pretty much moving into the Midwest. And as that happens here, you can see a wider view with high pressure pretty much still down to the south, all the way building up from Atlanta, holding all the way up into the Midwest. And that's why we have this unseasonably warm conditions. Look at all that moisture moisture coming out from the west coast, working its way in. That's going to be our Thursday night rainfall. We'll keep an eye on that. Holding on to the highs for Wednesday, we're looking at conditions to be in the 50s widespread. We'll also see 55 for La Crosse, holding on to areas getting into the forecast here with some cloud cover sneaking in. We'll be in and out of the cloud cover, and then once we get in the 11 o'clock hour, we're pretty much done with the clouds. Holding on to conditions to be sunny and skies coming in with a few high clouds drifting in later on, though. You'll see as we come in by just around the 8 o'clock hour, maybe a few high clouds trying to drift in the forecast area, but for now, you're seeing 30s going to the 11 o'clock hour. It's going to be colder because of the lack of cloud cover until the 6 a.m. hour going into sunrise for tomorrow. Clouds do return again, holding on to the 20s and the 30s. Then we get back into how this all shapes up for the 9 o'clock hour. More 30s in the forecast there with widespread cloud cover. Then rainfall tries to track in from the west, holding on that, getting into areas just north of Ladysmith. Then eventually it starts to move towards Eau Claire. You'll see that by the 2 o'clock hour. Also across the river by Red Wing and Winona. Then crossing the river, getting into areas by Black River Falls by the 4 o'clock hour, trying to get down to Winona, and then eventually trying to get towards La Crosse by the 5 o'clock hour and the 6 o'clock hour to finish out, but still over La Crosse. We're not getting a lot of rainfall out of this, though. Pretty much about 1/10 of an inch or less in the forecast. You see this pretty much with the winds getting in as well, because the winds are going to be pushing all that rain kind of moving here and then kind of landing way over there. You'll see that as we go through the day. The winds will keep going on until we get into the evening hours, and then they begin to break down going into your evening commute. You'll also see those winds getting to 37 miles per hour. Highs for Thursday, 40s, 50s once again, still above seasonal average with mostly sunny skies, giving way to rainfall coming in for Thursday night. Saturday rainfall, and then maybe Saturday, maybe a mix of rain and snow getting into your forecast. There's a look at that rainfall and snow coming in for Friday, going into 6 o'clock hours for Ross County. Then by Saturday, you see more rainfall possibly getting into the forecast, lingering as we go right into the midnight hour. Rainfall is about 1/10 of an inch or less. We're not looking at a lot. Highs for Friday, once again, seasonally average conditions, except for up to the north where you're still seeing 40s, with conditions to be mild going through the week for us here, giving way to a cooler, chillier weekend. Be safe and have a great day.
Thank you, Art. A new cancer treatment center just opened in Chippewa Falls. We'll have those details for you coming up after the morning sports blitz.
Coming up in the Blitz, the Viterbo volleyball team looking to continue their unbeaten run against league foes, plus the Mabel Canton football team preps for their first state run in over 4 decades. You're right here for the story.
Welcome to Ashley's Black Friday mattress event. Get a free adjustable base with select mattress purchases designed to elevate your comfort and sleep experience. Plus, you can snooze now and pay later with 0% interest for 72 months. Ashley's Black Friday mattress event. Don't miss it.
We see you out there making your own kind of magic. From the unique gifts you give to the one-of-a-kind ways you celebrate. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we help make it happen.
It's Mom!
With great prices on what you need for the season. Right now, during our Toyland sale, 1,000-piece puzzles are buy one, get one half price. Get a free $5 gift card with every $50 toy purchase. Plus a free Toyland semi-truck when you spend $60 on toys.
He's so cute.
Best Christmas ever?
Yeah, definitely.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Grandma's regular turkey is like, all right. But Arby's succulent deep fried to a crispy perfect turkey is like, all right. Arby's, we have the meats.
Hey, Dominic here, and I want to invite you to our outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse to try before you buy. With over 40 blends, you're guaranteed to find one that will make any meal taste great. And as a bonus, they're all low in sodium and dietitian recommended. So stop in today and try before you buy. Aaron, don't you think you're taking try before you buy a little bit too far?
What?
No.
We hear it all the time. A company gives a homeowner a quote for replacement windows. When the homeowner hesitates, they drop the price by almost 50% if they sign today. Makes you wonder why they didn't offer that price to begin with.
They called us for a second opinion. Our price, over $5,000 less, without the sales games and for better windows.
At Clear Choice, we believe in honest pricing, no pressure, and quality you can trust.
Don't get pressured into a bad deal. Call us today.
Choose Clear Choice or something less.
Welcome to Ashley's biggest sale of the year. During the Black Friday event, you can save up to $1,000 store-wide or pay 0% interest for 60 months. And Friday through Monday, veterans and active military personnel can take up to an extra 10% off. Only at Ashley's Black Friday event.
Emotional support and service animals are important and accepted forms of care, but abuses exist. Thursday at 6, a look at the legal effort designed to crack down on fake service animals and those taking advantage of the system. Thursday at 6. News 8 Now Sports.
Welcome to the Blitz. Well, after they won just 7 games the last 2 seasons combined, this year the Mabel Canton football team took a quantum leap forward, posting an 11-0 record, and in a couple days they'll compete in the state quarterfinals. It's just the second time in school history that the Cougars will have competed at state. They got there by taking down familiar foe Spring Grove in a contest where MC never let the Lions get past midfield. Paul Tolfsrud's team can win a plethora of different ways, and he says being back at this stage for the first time in 44 years is something he does not take for granted.
It just means a lot. I mean, we have great kids, and it's more about the kids and how hard they want it. You know, we got to organize things as coaches and hopefully get them in the right spots. But you know, when it comes down to it, they're the ones making plays and playing, and they've done a great job all season long.
And with their next game being 3 hours away from Mabel Canton High School, the players are hoping to see more Cougar faithful come out and show support like they've done all year.
You can definitely tell it's around the community. People always will tell you good job and good job of making state, just because, yeah, it is a huge accomplishment for us. But yeah, the morale is definitely felt in the community.
The stands have been packed more than they have previous years, and you can just hear them in the stands. And we'll all get text messages from different people in the community, and they're really supportive of all of us.
Mabel Canton is the 3 seed and will take on 2 seed and fellow unbeaten Hillcrest Lutheran Academy on Thursday at 6 o'clock from Buffalo High School. Viterbo volleyball looking to stay unbeaten against conference foes last night. In set number 1, senior Maddie Connor puts the V-Hawks in control early with a soft touch. Later, Connor would set up her teammate Izzy Jar, who finds an opening in the defense to keep her side rolling. Then, leading 20-15, Jada Mitchell rises up and punches one into the ground for the kill to set up match point. And Viterbo would seal the deal on the next serve, taking it 25-16. Then freshman Reese German would get involved, splitting the defense and finding an opening to help her squad take set number 2. The Hawks pick up the sweep. They'll host Mount Mary Friday before the conference tournament next Tuesday. That'll do it for your Morning Blitz. We'll see you back here later tonight.
Furniture, decor, and more invites you to their Christmas open house November 7th through 9th. All seasonal and home decor. Buy 2, get 1 free. Furniture, decor, and more in Westby and Boscobel. Making homes beautiful at affordable prices. Stop in today.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Laston Exteriors. Our Renewal by Andersen windows and doors combine quality craftsmanship and cutting-edge innovation, are skillfully installed by our team and backed by industry-leading transferable warranties. For a limited time, take advantage of 24-month interest-free financing and pay nothing until 2028 on your windows and doors. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
Are you shocked by letters like these that say your Medicare plan is no longer accepted at your provider or your Medicare plan is being canceled?
You started thinking, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? It was too confusing.
I think the fear is that you think you're older and who's going to take you. You know, what's out there, what's available. We came to Strive Medicare and everything was taken care of.
Felt like a relief.
Yeah.
We didn't have to worry about it.
And it's cheaper even.
Call Strive Medicare today. We're here to help every step of the way.
Freedom is the ability to choose the path that makes you happy.
When you need a truck to get you from the job site
to the campsite, drive your story with a new Ram
or a new Jeep from Pischke Motors.
Stop in now to get a brand new Jeep, Ram, Dodge, Fiat, or Chrysler. Whether it's for work or play, we've got the vehicle for you. We have a wide selection of every model. Nothing beats getting in the driver's seat. So stop in today. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Convenience is a big factor. We're right here in Onalaska.
We're local. You know, we've been here for a long time. We take all insurances. We service and repair many different makes and models of hearing aids. Even if you didn't get your hearing aids with us, we'd be happy to take a look at them.
If your hearing aid is still under warranty, we can do some warranty work for you there.
You know, just walk in. You know, you don't have to have an appointment. I'm happy to help if I can.
Our family is helping your family. Better Hearing Center, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
No need to wait for Black Friday. Shop early and save today at Fleet Farm's pre-Black Friday sale. Enjoy big savings like 25% off Tamarack footwear for the whole family. And get a jump on that wish list with 10% off all Melissa and Doug toys. Plus, get everyone's go-to portable buddy heater by Mr. Heater, now just $79.99. We're dropping new deals weekly to help you beat the holiday shopping rush at Fleet Farm. And check out all our hottest deals at fleetfarm.com.
Furniture, decor, and more invites you to their Christmas open house November 7th through 9th. All seasonal and home decor. Buy two, get one free. Furniture, decor, and more in Westby and Boscobel. Making homes beautiful at affordable prices. Stop in today.
Miss a story or need to watch it again? Find them all on the News 8 Now app.
Well, quiet out there right now with breezy and gusty winds starting to pick up as we get into the morning hours. More about that coming up in just a moment.
Right now this morning, you could soon vote on your wheel tax in Wisconsin, the new bill that would put millions in revenue up to voters. More info up next.
La Crosse leaders looking for your input on the city's future. Library cuts and a major riverfront redevelopment. We'll tell you what residents had to say last night. And at least 7 are dead after a plane crash in Kentucky, the latest from the scene. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Wednesday, November 5th, 6:30 a.m. Time to get on up. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He is up over there for us. They missed it. If they slept in this morning, they missed the beaver moon, unfortunately.
Just the beaver moon, yeah, but they can catch it tomorrow.
Okay,
dusk
still
tomorrow,
time.
so that's another good view coming in when it rises up again. Holding on to this forecast now, though, looking at the possibility of quiet conditions with breezy and gusty winds out there. You're looking at look at the shake of the camera here for Eau Claire. You're looking at a little bit of wind out there right now. Winds are coming out of the northwest. Eventually, you see the cloud cover. We're in mostly cloudy skies up there right now, holding on to the possibility of, again, sunshine for La Crosse, giving way to the afternoon with 40s and 50s. First, Eau Claire will get into the possibility going to the 7 o'clock hour, losing some of that cloud cover, getting into sunshine for the better part of the day. Of course, it will be windy and gusty. Holding on to the possibility of, again, more sunshine to finish out your day for you, with not much in the way of cloud cover to finish it out as well, going to the evening hours, which is a little bit less cloud cover as well. Holding on to the highs for the day, widespread in the 50s. When I come back, I'll have a better overview of how this all shapes up so we can take a look at the rainfall potential coming in for your Thursday night. Stick around.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you. A new bill could let you vote on whether the community keeps its wheel tax. News 8 Now, Seth Padilla is in the newsroom with those details for us. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning, Alexandra. Cities and counties would need voter approval to keep their wheel taxes. That's a fee you pay when you register your vehicle. Those taxes generated more than $74 million statewide last year. The new bill gives communities with existing wheel taxes 18 months to win voter approval or lose the revenue. Onalaska's city administrator says wheel taxes are crucial because state funding isn't keeping up with inflation.
Since the state does provide us with limited resources to provide the services that we provide, we had to look at other ways that we could support those services through other funding mechanisms.
One of the bill's co-authors says voters should get a say, just like they do with school referendums. He says local taxpayers deserve the opportunity to approve wheel taxes. Now, the bill was introduced last month. It still needs approval from the State Assembly and the Senate. Reporting in the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
All right, we'll of course keep you updated as this rolls along. And meanwhile, 2 committees tackling proposals that could change how La Crosse serves its residents. News 8 Now's JDS McGee takes a closer look at this.
At the La Crosse Public Library, residents gathered for a listening session, with leaders hoping to gain feedback about the difficult choices ahead.
What we really wanted to do was get a little bit deeper in the conversation about what people are using the library for, how they're using it, what they really need from the library. So we thought this small group discussion would kind of help us capture a little more of that.
Due to municipal funding cuts, the library board is weighing 2 options: reduce hours at both remaining branches or close the north branch entirely.
This is a hard thing to do no matter what. There are drawbacks and positives to both choices. And, you know, we've been on this kind of downward spiral with funding, and they just have to make it work the best they can.
Meanwhile, the J&A committee has recommended advancing early concepts of a downtown riverfront development. The plan is to install up to 500 housing units, a public market, and upgrades to the Oktoberfest grounds.
Replacing those parking lots with buildings, which are higher and better uses, whatever that may be, residential or commercial, is way better than a slab of dead concrete, which is empty most of the time.
Reporting in La Crosse, J.D. McGee, News 8 Now this morning.
The library board is expected to make a final decision next week. The downtown redevelopment plan still needs full Common Council approval. Officials say at least 7 people are dead after a plane crash in Louisville, Kentucky. They say at least 11 more are hurt. It's unclear why the UPS cargo plane went down, but the NTSB is sending more than 24 investigators there to try to figure that out today. Amy Kiley has the details.
We said, what's all that smoke, and we noticed the smoke coming in the sky.
We could see it through our windows of the plane.
Officials report multiple casualties after a cargo plane crashed near Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport yesterday evening. They say it went down shortly after takeoff, leaving a fiery trail of destruction through businesses and roads. Officials say 3 crew members were on board and at least 4 others died on the ground.
This is an incredibly difficult day for so many people, for our entire city. And once again, we'll be praying and doing everything we can to support the families, the friends, everyone who has been impacted this.
Officials say the aircraft is an MD-11 freight plane owned by UPS.
UPS asked me to convey the same message this evening. They are going to be doing everything they can to support those that have been impacted by this horrible tragedy.
The fire department chief says hundreds of firefighters worked to contain the blaze, which had spread over a large area. The mayor says the airport is expected to reopen today.
In this tragedy, Louisville will come together. Louisville will show up and be there to support our fellow residents who are struggling at this time.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Kentucky's governor expects the death toll to keep rising. All buildings and schools in the area still under shelter-in-place orders today. And it was a big night for Democrats in key races across the country, with candidates projected to win in New York City, New Jersey, and Virginia. A common theme in their victory speeches, the candidates seeing the wins a mandate for change and a push to the future. Voters are also expected to approve California's Prop 50. CBS's Jared Hill reports.
An election night sweep for Democrats. In New York City, Zohran Mamdani, a 34-year-old Democratic socialist, is mayor.
Tonight you have delivered a mandate for change.
Next door in New Jersey, voters propelled Democratic Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill to the governorship after a tight race.
The future is now. Roll up your sleeves, let your passion flow. The country we carry in our hearts is waiting.
History made in Virginia. Former Democratic Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger is projected to become the Commonwealth's first woman governor.
Virginia chose pragmatism over partisanship.
On the other side of the country, California voters overwhelmingly appear to have approved Governor Gavin Newsom's Prop 50, a plan to temporarily redraw the state's congressional map to favor Democrats, a response to efforts by Republicans in Texas and other red states at the request of President Trump.
We need to see other states meet this moment head on as well, to recognize what we're up against in 2026.
CBS News exit polls show that for many voters, the economy and President Trump played a big role.
I think this vote, even though it's a local election, did have major impacts on how the 2 major parties have control across the country.
Overnight on social media, President Trump said pollsters blamed the GOP losses in part on the history-making government shutdown and posted this cryptic message. And so it begins. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
The president also calling on Senate Republicans to change the rules in order to push through voter reform and his other agenda priorities. Well, it is almost time for gun deer season. That'll start November 22nd. That'll run through November 30th. This year, the DNR is switching to habitat-based management units instead of the old county-based zones. That means hunters will need to know their unit's name and number when requesting permits. The DNR says the new system better reflects deer population dynamics and will help them manage the herd more efficiently.
Deer management units in the 100 series in the northern forest. Units in the central forest are now in the 200 series. And then the farmland zones, they remain county-based deer management units. And so we want to make sure people are aware of that, both from acquiring antlerless permits and when it comes time to register a deer.
You can find all that information on the DNR's website. La Crosse County Board of Supervisors taking a tour of the new Pathways home renovations. The project includes 10 studio apartments, offering supportive housing for those struggling to find it. Officials say it's great to see the project take shape.
It's important just to see the impact of the dollars that are being spent and leveraged in this way for the transformation of Hillview, and also to get to hopefully interact with some of the residents and see the positive impact that this is having on them.
The $19.6 million project also includes a community-based residential facility. The Children's Museum of Eau Claire is helping support families affected by the government shutdown. Admission is free during the month of November for any families missing out on SNAP or WIC benefits. Officials say supporting families in the community is their priority.
We felt that the best way we could support the community is through what we do best, and that's learning through play.
To take part, families just need to show your SNAP or WIC benefits at the entrance. In our medical news this morning, cancer patients in Chippewa Falls have a new treatment center. Chippewa Valley Cooperative Hospital opened the center in the former St. Joseph's Hospital building. It'll offer medical treatment, infusion therapy, and lab services. The opening ends an 18-month gap in local cancer care after Hospital Sisters Health System closed its center in March of 2024. It was a record-breaking year for the Children's Miracle Network Radiothon. The two-day fundraiser raising $150,000. The funds will help support families with kids needing long-term care.
We support medical equipment, research, training and education, and different pediatric services. And then we distribute funds to our families who are going through different medical journeys and have different financial needs along the way, because we know that the care that they're getting is expensive and often unexpected. And so we're there to support just a broad scope of needs that they might have along the way.
This year's total surpassed the $121,000 raised last year. That was a look at your medical news. Coming up, Veterans Day is almost here. We've got your invitation to a free community breakfast. The details live in an interview after the break.
During the Veterans Day sale at Home Furniture, get up to an extra 15% off sale prices. Right now, this sectional is just $29.49. Plus, get 3 years special financing. And Christmas decor is 50% off. The Veterans Day sale, now at Home Furniture.
We really care about our employees and their families, and then also the community as a whole.
We have a lot of really, really good employees. It's like a family around here.
The customer is always number one. That's always our goal, to get them running.
Having Carrier as their main product, with the support that they give us, the commitment to their product, to our people, is outstanding.
From the first call that you make, we'll take care of you every step of the way.
And air conditioning, your comfort is our business.
It's good to know your Touchstone Energy Cooperative is always there. For generations, we've powered the growth of our community. Today, our commitment is stronger than ever to provide affordable energy you can depend on and keep you connected to what matters most, now and for generations to come. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
We all want to be understood, to matter, to build a life that feels balanced and fulfilling. At Dovetail Counseling, we meet you where you are, with compassionate and honest therapy, making you a strong and seamless whole. We specialize in trauma therapy and neurodivergent well-being. Visit our website or call. Would you like to be understood? Dovetail Counseling, healing through connection in downtown La Crosse.
Together, we're stronger.
Western works side by side with local employers to provide career-ready skills.
Together, we make a difference.
Western's 90-plus programs go hand in hand with today's job market.
Together, we're vital for our communities.
Our region's exceptional industries rely on Western grads. We're all in this together.
Together,
we are Western.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing?
Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
'Tis the season to sparkle at Home Seasonal Concepts. Now enjoy 50% off the festive selection of trees, wreaths, garland, and all your enchanting holiday decor needs. Embrace the magic of the season. Shop holiday at Home Seasonal Concepts inside all home furniture showrooms.
All right, welcome back. As we get into your forecast here, a view from Ridgeway here out in Winona County. 43 degrees out there. Feels like 36 degrees currently. And then we get back out to Tomah, or at least near Tomah. 39 degrees for you there. Just clicked over. Feels like 39 degrees. And of course, the roadways are looking good for everybody. But look at that. That's the supermoon right there. That's the Beaver supermoon. And it's to its closest point, or to its perigee, eventually to Earth here. The closest point to Earth, that's what makes it a supermoon. Holding on to the possibility of this here as you get into it here. The closest, you can see it all the way up to 221,817 miles. That's how close it's going to be to Earth at its closest point. That's going to be the biggest, largest, and brightest supermoon of this year. We'll get into it here as you can see why the Beaver Dam, why the Beaver Moon is called Beaver, why it's named after the beavers. Well, that's because they're preparing their lodging for this time of year. Then broad definition of a supermoon is a new or full moon when in perigee. It's coined by Richard Knoll, who came up with that. And of course, he says in 1979, specifying that a moon must have a perigee of 90%. Then we get into this. You're going to hold on to the possibility of this. Strict definition of a supermoon is the single closest new and full moon of the year, meaning there should only be 2 supermoons of the year. And you know that's not right, right? We usually have about 7 of them. Let's get into the forecast for you as we go into how this all shapes up. Eau Claire looking pretty good with a cloud covered field out there as well. Breezy and gusty wind shaking that camera out there. 46 degrees feels like 39 degrees. We have that trough forming, as I just mentioned before about this. And with that happening, eventually this high pressure ridge is going to scoot on over to the east a little bit as we finish out the work week, and then cooler conditions will ensue. We'll also hold on to maybe a little bit of snow moving in the forecast as well. Highs for Wednesday, well, 50s widespread, so we are above seasonal average, holding on to seasonally mild conditions. Cloud cover continues to fizzle out. We get into sunshine to finish the day by the noon hour, holding on to that all the way into the evening hours as well, and then all the way back into the 8 o'clock hour. We're still with little sunshine, or a little cloud cover at all. Holding on to the 11 o'clock hour, going to the midnight hour and beyond, we'll see some clouds start to sneak in the forecast, getting into your sunrise for tomorrow, back into mostly cloudy skies, and then cloudier skies will prevail going to the daytime by the noon hour. 40s in the forecast as well. Still holding on to seasonal conditions then as we get to the 2 o'clock hour with rainfall potential coming in between Red Wing and Winona, over to Eau Claire as well, and Ladysmith. A little light stuff though. We'll hold on to that going to the 4 o'clock hour, trying to get to Black River Falls and trying to go closer to La Crosse as we go in the 5 o'clock hour. Of course, still breezy though. We'll get into breezy conditions today, breezy conditions tomorrow as well, holding on to the possibility of those clouds breaking apart, and then eventually we'll see those winds kick in. As you can see for today, you'll see those winds going all the way through the afternoon, going into the evening hours, and then kind of tapering down by the 6 o'clock out. We'll also find ourselves getting into how this all shapes up over the next few days, my friends. We'll hold on to seasonally average conditions, or at least above that, going into finish out the work week, and then by the weekend we're in the 40s, 30s, and then by Monday of next week we're still in the 30s with 40s coming in for your Veterans Day, and then on Wednesday you're still in the cool with 48 degrees.
Good job.
Thank you, Art. Well, the 13th annual Freedom Honor Flight Veterans Day breakfast is Tuesday. That's Veterans Day. You're invited. Pat Stevens, Freedom Honor Flight Board President, is here this morning with the details for us. Good morning, Pat. Always great to see you.
Good morning, and thanks for having us.
Yes, always great. So tell us a little bit, what should we know about this breakfast, the details, and what makes it so special?
Well, the people that make up the Freedom Honor Flight a number of years ago asked around the La Crosse community what was going on Veterans Day. Was there any big celebrations and so on? And at that time, there wasn't. So he said, well, let's make a breakfast come true at that point. And so we set it up and decided that we would always do it on Veterans Day on November 11th.
Okay, great. And so that's taking place this coming up Tuesday. What time?
We're serving breakfast from 7 to 10. There is a short program about 9:15.
Okay, great.
Hey, so how are you double L students, athletes involved?
Well, that's one of the best decisions we ever made.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think we'll have about 600 of the athletes from UWL
Wow.
that come in. They set the chairs, the tables, they do the decorations. They welcome the veterans when they come in and serve the veterans as well, which is kind of nice. And to see that generation mix is really very special.
Yeah, that's very cool. Okay, and that's a lot of athletes helping out, lending their brawn to the organization.
It's much nicer when the young people do that. That's correct.
Yes, exactly. Okay, and so Viterbo's president is the featured speaker. He's also a retired lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army. What can we expect from his message?
Well, he can actually say whatever he wants at that point, but Rich is 23 years as a lieutenant colonel in the Army and stuff. He's got a lot of experiences to share. My guess is he's just going to thank everybody for their service at that time and see where the future brings us.
Okay.
A couple questions though. How can the veterans and their families attend?
All I got to do is show up. It's real simple.
Yeah.
We're serving from 7 to 10. The parking is open on campus at the Mitchell Hall lot right there. And we're in the field house at UWL, so we can take care of a lot of people. Usually 400 to 500 is what come up for it.
So it's basically conversations that are going on the whole time, right?
The whole time. We hear a whole bunch of military stories that take place, and a lot of family members that come with them have never heard those stories. But once you get together with your buddies and stuff, the mouth opens a little more.
Okay, conversations and connections, super important. How can others support Freedom Honor Flight, such a great organization?
Well, we've done 33 flights so far. A little over 3,000 area veterans have flown to D.C. on here, which we're pretty proud of. We've got about 350 left on our waiting list.
Wow.
Take about 100 a time.
Okay.
And so we mostly Vietnam veterans now, as you'd expect, I guess. And if they want us help financially, they just P.O. Box 505 in La Crosse, and we'll thank you and take it from there.
Okay, and if any veterans want to get on that wait list, do they get in contact with Freedom Honor Flight, or how does that work?
FreedomHonorFlight.org. There's applications on there for both Guardians and for veterans themselves.
Okay, and why would you encourage someone to attend this breakfast coming up Tuesday?
Oh my goodness, the thank yous that we get back from all of the veterans, but especially the Vietnam people. They were not welcomed home in the same way that many others were, and so on. And I think they really appreciate the numbers that come out to thank them for their service.
Okay, very important cause indeed, and we do say thank you to all of them. And thank you, Pat, for being here this morning.
Thank you, Alexander.
No problem. Stay with us. We're back right after this.
During the Black Friday sales event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $400 on select Sealy adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 40 years.
Start your holiday shopping with the Holman Locker and Meat Market. Order a double smoked ham, prime rib, fresh turkey, or smoked salmon. Create a custom gift basket. Don't forget the beer and the best beef jerky for your get-together. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
We hear it all the time. A company gives a homeowner a quote for replacement windows. When the homeowner hesitates, they drop the price by almost 50% if they sign today. Makes you wonder why they didn't offer that price to begin with.
They called us for a second opinion. Our price, over $5,000 less, without the sales games and for better windows.
At Clear Choice, we believe in honest pricing, no pressure, and quality you can trust.
Don't get pressured into a bad deal. Call us today.
Choose Clear Choice or something less.
The most important value of our law firm is our commitment to our clients.
While they are one of the largest personal injury firms in the state, I didn't feel lost in the shuffle or lost in all of their casework. I felt like my case mattered very much to my attorney, and I felt very personally attended to and valued.
Without question, I'd highly recommend Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben.
You need an experienced attorney on your side. Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben. Call or visit schwebel.com.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Laston Exteriors. Our Renewal by Andersen windows and doors combine quality craftsmanship and cutting-edge innovation, are skillfully installed by our team and backed by industry-leading transferable warranties. For a limited time, take advantage of 24-month interest-free financing and pay nothing until 2028 on your windows and doors. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
Stock up this month with the Holman Locker and Meat Market's 10-pound sale. Save on pork loin roast, ground beef, chicken breast, and chuck roast. Please call to order. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
During the Black Friday sales event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $900 on select Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 40 years.
Emotional support and service animals are important and accepted forms of care, but abuses exist. Thursday at 6, a look at the legal effort designed to crack down on fake service animals and those taking advantage of the system. Thursday at 6. Beautiful, isn't it? Reminds us of why we live here. But when it comes time for this to become this, you can trust that we'll warn you first. First Warn Weather on News 8 Now. The First Warn Weather app. Download it today.
Let's go!
What's up, E.T.?
No one brings you closer to Hollywood's biggest stars than E.T.
E.T.
Secrets out with A-list exclusives.
We're spilling
E.T.
This is my E.T.
E.T. Retrospective. What is going on?
That is so inappropriate.
Only on E.T.
I should not tell this story, but I'm going to anyway.
Always on E.T.
Cut the camera.
Weeknights at 6:30 on News 8.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day. Get it today.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Dancers of all abilities are hitting the floor in La Crosse after receiving a grant. The Arc of La Crosse is offering free hour-long dance sessions. They're taking place at Amanda's Academy of Dance and the La Crosse Dance Center. Sessions will continue through April. We've got the locations and dates on our website. Time now is 6:54, and it is time for your morning news now. At least 7 people are dead after a UPS plane crashed in Kentucky. The death toll is expected to rise. It went down shortly after takeoff in Louisville yesterday. 3 crew members on board, and the crash happened near a major UPS hub. The NTSB is investigating. Hunters gun deer season getting ready to start November 22nd, running through November 30th. This year, the DNR is switching to habitat-based management units instead of the old county-based zones. That means hunters will need to know their unit's name and number when requesting permits. The DNR says the new system better reflects deer population dynamics and will help them manage the herd more effectively.
Deer management units in the 100 series in the northern forest. Units in the central forest are now in the 200 series. And then the farmland zones, they remain county-based deer management units. And so we want to make sure people are aware of that, both from acquiring antlerless permits and when it comes time to register a deer.
To learn more about the management units for the season and other information, you can visit the DNR's website.
Breezy and gusty conditions kicking in today as we go through the morning hours and into the afternoon and beyond. We'll hold on to these winds, getting up to 30 miles per hour in some cases. Plus, in fact, we'll see this continue to taper as we go gradually into the noon hour. Then it'll start to work a little bit more to the north along I-94 as well, and then going eastward out of the area. We'll find ourselves with seasonal average temperatures and beyond going into through the work week, and then by the time we get into your weekend, it's going to be a little bit cooler, leading all the way into Monday of next week with temperatures in the 30s, my friend.
All right, the fall chill is definitely here and on. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Art, and thank you for waking up with us. We will see you back here at noon. We'll have the latest headlines for you just ahead.